The Netherlands is well known for its ambitious land reclamation projects. Only about half of the area of the Netherlands exceeds 1 meter above sea level. Storm surge and flooding threaten over two-thirds of the country. This threat of flooding has led to innovative solutions. Over the centuries, the Dutch have reclaimed land from the sea, rivers, and lakes, and have turned it into fertile farmland and habitable areas. This process of reclaiming underwater areas is called poldering. This process involves the construction of dikes, dams, and other such structures to keep water out, then pumping the remaining water out of the area to create dry land. The Netherlands has a long history of poldering, and about 17% of the Netherlands' current land area is reclaimed land, which led to the famous saying, God created the earth, but the Dutch created the Netherlands. The earliest instance of Dutch poldering dates back to the 11th century, when the Dutch started to construct dikes to protect low-lying areas from the sea and to reclaim areas that had been lost to storm surge. One of the most well-known examples of land reclamation is the creation of the Flevopolder. The Flevopolder, later the province of Flevoland, was created as a result of the draining of the Zuiderzee, a large shallow inlet of the North Sea. The Zuiderzee project's goal was to build a massive dam called the Afsluitdijk. Dike. At over 20 miles long and built using over 7 million cubic meters of sand and gravel, and have it close off the Zuiderzee from the sea. Then, dikes were to be built around areas that were to be drained and turned into polders. The Zuiderzee, which was now cut off from the sea, ceased to exist and was given a new name, IJsselmeer, which became a freshwater lake. This project improved flood protection and created a lot of additional land for agricultural or residential purposes. The land that was reclaimed from the Zuiderzee is now home to over 400,000 inhabitants. The main cities of this reclaimed land from the Zuiderzee are called Lelystad and Almere. Lelystad is the capital of Flevoland and is named after Cornelis Lely, who engineered the Afsluitdijk. Almere is the most populous city in Flevoland, with a population just under 200,000. Some experts consider the Zuiderzee works to be one of the greatest engineering feats of the 20th century and perhaps of all human history. The American Society of Civil Engineers declared the Zuiderzee works as one of the 7 engineering wonders of the modern world. Dutch land reclamation played a role in the Renaissance by providing wealth and power for the Dutch Republic. The Dutch were able to utilize their reclaimed territory to create a highly productive agricultural sector, which fueled the growth of trade and commerce. The economic growth funded the arts and sciences, leading to the Dutch becoming one of the most vibrant and innovative societies of the Renaissance. The reclamation efforts not only provided land, but helped to prevent flooding that could be catastrophic for the Netherlands. Land reclamation protected the Dutch Republic and in part fueled its economy by contributing to its agricultural area. Dutch land reclamation played a role in the Second World War by making it easier for the German army to invade. Dikes and canals were connected all over the country and made it easier for the Germans to move their armies. The Germans were able to quickly move troops and equipment across the Netherlands, capturing many strategic points. The Dutch were unprepared, and the country would be occupied by the Germans for the next 5 years. The connected systems of dikes and canals also were significant for resistance and liberation efforts, allowing for movements of Allied armies into German-occupied zones. Dutch land reclamation has both positive and negative effects. Some positive effects include increased agricultural production. A large amount of fertile land has been recovered from the sea as a result of reclamation efforts. This has contributed to the Netherlands' status as the second largest agricultural producer in the world. The agricultural benefits have fueled the growth of trade and commerce. Land reclamation also has protected the Netherlands from flooding and storm surge. Negative effects of land reclamation include environmental damage. The land reclamation projects have led to the destruction of ecosystems and habitats. The construction of the Afluch Dike in the Zuiderzee led to the extinction of the Zuiderzee herring, which could not survive in the fresh water of the IJsselmeer. The trade-off of protection from flooding and environmental damage is an unfortunate situation, but the Dutch are basically forced to build dikes and reclaim land to ensure the security of their country.